Welcome to the Do Love Daily, your not so gentle reminder to do what you love, kick fear in the pants, and build a life around your passion. I'm Danielle Leslie, here with your Do Love Daily number 2. If you've ever had a huge dream, a huge goal that you wanted to go after and hesitated, it might be because of a fear of failure. I've learned that not much has changed since we were little kids. When we were little kids, we were afraid of the dark. And why? Well, because we didn't know what was in the dark. The fear of the dark was really a fear of the unknown. And guess what? As we get older, as we become teenagers, young adults, we're still afraid of the unknown. So the fear of failure as an adult is the equivalent of being afraid of the dark as a kid. It's just not knowing what's coming and being afraid of that instead of embracing the unknown and being curious about what's to come. So I have 2 things that I do whenever I'm facing that question in my mind: what if I fail? What if this doesn't work out? What if no one likes it? The first thing I do is I define my failure. What does failure mean? Does it mean not being able to pay my rent in the few months from my new business? Does it mean not making my parents proud? Does it mean not being able to go on a trip with my family this year? What does that failure look like? Once I define my failure, then I shift my perspective and ask myself a question or pose a challenge. So if my fear is if my fear of failure is not being able to pay my rent in a couple months from my new business, then I know, okay, if my rent is $2,000 a month, that means my failure is not being able to generate $2,000 in income from my new passion-based business in the next 2 months. So guess what? When I shift my perspective, instead of being afraid of not being able to do it, I say, how can I generate $2,000 in income from my new business by doing what I love in the next 2 months? How can I address this? How can I make this happen for myself? How can I accomplish this? And guess what? Once you define your failure and reframe it as a question or challenge to yourself, that's when the universe starts feeding resources your way, people start coming in your life, offering to help, potential partnerships start coming up. All of those things happen when you're honest with yourself about what that failure is, and when you reframe it and get positive and optimistic about making it actually happen and figuring out what it takes to do that. Well, that's it for today's Do Love Daily. Now you know how to say goodbye to your fear of failure. If you love this video, make sure and share it, tweet it, Facebook it, share it with your mama and everybody in your circle, and show them this is how you can say goodbye to your fear of failure next time you're going after some huge dream. I'm Danielle D. Love Leslie signing off, reminding you to do what you love and convince the rest to follow. And if you love this video and want more like it, make sure and head over to DoLoveProject.com and sign up for the Do Love list, and I will see you in your inbox.